week 4. There I go, without my mic again. We're talking week 4. We're talking start and bench advice. We're talking buy low, sell high. What to do entering week 4 if you have injuries. Should you trade players away? Acquire injured players? Go get Zeke Barkley? Let's find out right now.
Top 5 running backs.
A dumb comment.
You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
It's time to talk fantasy football, and I'm excited. I got my IBC root beer here. I've got the theme music in the background. Can you guys hear me okay? Is that too loud? Is that good? We are live. This is not pre-recorded. This is live. Savvy, Posner, Casey, PTG, Charles, Hans, Charlie, Jared, Corey, ITA, sorry. Brissett's dad is in the house. Wesley, Dirk, Bender, Richard, Bama. How's the audio? Can you hear me enough over that music? Is the music too loud? What's up, Alex? Alex, how do you like the new sound? Alex helped push me in the direction of getting a lot of this audio stuff handled. So, how do you guys like it? I have a new sound. Alex, you're gonna like this one. Ready? Ready? Smash the like button. I need a button for that. But ready?
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Boom. Alex, you like it? You like that? We've got a lot of stuff here. I've got a button for super chatters. That's the super chat sound. A little loud. Okay, let's get this music down a touch. So anyways, damn glad to have all of you here, ready to talk week 4. If you've already asked a question, I probably won't see it yet. A lot of comments have come through since we started here, so I'm probably not going to see a lot of it yet. So get ready to post your comment in a second. Music is a hair loud. Let's try it over. Let's redo this, and you tell me how this is going to sound. So let me go ahead and fix that real quick. 1 second. All right, let's try it again. How about this? It's go time. Are you ready for week 4 fantasy football?
Top 5 running backs.
I'm not going to do that part again, but all right. Damian Williams thoughts. Hold on 1 second. Then we also have this. What I want to do is get IBC to contact us. I want IBC to reach out to us. Is that volume better? Alex, tell me if that's okay. I want IBC to contact us. I want us to force them to contact us. I want you to email them. We will tag them where we can. And we're going to get IBC to become a sponsor of the show. And I also have a nice little button here that you may have seen on my last video. But when I get thirsty, I get thirsty. And I'm not holding back. I'm going to drink on the show. And I'm going to...
It's time for an IBC cream soda break. Smitty's thirsty.
IBC has no affiliation with the Fantasy Football Show and is not a sponsor, although we wish they were. Contact them and let them know. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Let's get to it. Questions. What do you got for me? Dorsett or Preston Williams? I'm going to say, I don't know what's the status on Edelman. Let's pull that up. But if Edelman sits, and I don't know that he's going to, but if Edelman sits, then Dorsett is a no-brainer. I still like Dorsett a little bit, even if he plays, because we don't know how much he's going to be hampered. It looks like, let's go over some of the news right now. We'll go ahead and switch gears here. Gordon's going to play. So that's one piece of news that you need to have on your mind. If you have him now, he'll be limited. But, you know, he could still be like touchdown material. Okay, so next topic, we're going to talk about McCoy. LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, according to reports, is good to go for week 4. So that's good news. Good to go. Next piece of news you need to know about: Vance McDonald officially doubtful. Does that mean that Jalen Samuels gets some run? Melvin Gordon's supposed to be kind of limited. What's going on, Cameron? Smitty, should I play Dorsett over Darryl Williams? I'd probably go Darryl, but that's a tough call. Edelman, this is what I've been looking for, is expected to play. Edelman is traveling with the Patriots and NFL Network's Michael, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say much about how much he's going to play. It just sounds like he's a go. So Dorsett's kind of a riskier play than had, Edelman been ruled out. But, man, I don't know. They changed his designation but didn't add projected points. Melvin Gordon III, that is Wesley's talking about. Should I trade Hilton for Juju? I would definitely get Juju for Hilton. I like Hilton, but Juju is definitely, an awesome buy low player. So let's get into the buy lows. Okay, so as far as news, Gordon's going to play. He's going to be maybe on a snap count, so be careful how you play him. LaShawn McCoy's good to go. Edelman's going to play. Let me see if there's any other big pieces of news that you guys need to know about in the headlines here. Yep, that's about it as far as any recent updates. Let me check one more thing before we move back on to the buy lows and sell highs, which we've already talked a lot about, but I feel like we need to beat a dead horse on it because people are still waiting. They're not making moves for these players right now. Sony Michel is supposed to get fed to an extreme degree. We got a super cat chat. We've got a super chat, and we have super chat music now. Jared super chatted, and Jared, I appreciate you. Bench 1, PPR, Diggs, Tyrell, DJ Moore. I probably sit Diggs. I know some people will call that crazy. Still a little thirsty. I know some will call that crazy, but honestly, I'm not going to risk it when Tyrell's playing well. Tyrell Williams, that is, for the Oakland Raiders. Catching TD passes, looking like the number one wide receiver there. DJ Moore is looking pretty sleek, and he's got his new exciting passer. And Diggs is playing, second option in an offense that's supposed to run heavy all year long. And they proved that in week 1. They did throw more in week 2. Diggs, I just don't trust right now. So, Jared, I go with Moore and Tyrell, the later two of your list. But you could trust your gut, and I wouldn't blame you for going Diggs if you wanted to. Thank you for the super chat. Julio or Hopkins? I say Hopkins by a lot, and I know Juju's. Or Julio. I shouldn't say by a lot. I just say I would never bench Hopkins. I'm sure you're talking about DFS because there's no way you have to decide between Julio and Hopkins on your roster. So I think you're talking DFS, and I can't rank anybody above Hopkins. I think he's just a machine. Don't forget, guys, to join me tomorrow morning, 1 hour before kickoff, the whole entire hour, right up to kickoff. Every single Sunday, you can find me here on YouTube, 1 hour before kickoff, trying to help you win your leagues and set your lineups right. And we have Maverick super chatting. Thank you, Maverick. Melvin Gordon needs to fire his entire management team. Well, he's back, and cheers to that. Damn, IBC, give me a call. I could really sponsor you well. Superflex, would you start McCoy and Gallman or Captain Kirk and Cousins? Oh, Captain Kirk Cousins. I thought you were calling Christian Kirk Captain Kirk. Thanks again for the super chat, my friend. Ooh, we got another. Bama. Lamar to Hollywood or Mahomes to Watkins? Do you have to go with the stack? You refuse to go mix or match? I don't blame you, but I think you obviously. I mean, if you're just trying to pick, like if you're playing that and you're wanting me to tell you what two I like better, Mahomes is by far the number one player in fantasy football, the number one QB, the number one start. It doesn't matter who you pair against him. I don't care about schedule. Mahomes is the number one. So right now, Mahomes and Watkins, I feel like doesn't crush Lamar in Hollywood, but it potentially could crush any duo. So while Lamar and Hollywood could produce any given week, any given Sunday, there's no way I'm benching Patty Mahomes or betting against him in this kind of comparison. So thank you for the super chat and Patty Mahomes and Watkins all day long. What's up, Hog? 104 in the room, only 46 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. Matty Ice or Jameis Winston. Probably go Matty Ice in this one, but I don't know, man. That's like a freaking coin toss. Disley or Andrews. You'll have to kind of check in the morning to see how good Andrews is doing. But Disley's like a top 3 or 4 matchup this week, so you might be safe going Disley. You might be safe. Trip Dub in the house with a super chat. Thank you, kind sir. Pick 3, Montgomery, Lindsey, Gordon, Darryl with 1 L, Williams. But 2 R's. Trip Dub. I'm going to go with Lindsey, Montgomery, and Darryl. Only because Melvin Gordon should be on a snap count. Now, if we're wrong, we're wrong. And you're not going to be too mad at yourself because the news is indicating that he will be limited. He could get a touchdown. He could get a lot of run in the fourth quarter and get 125 yards and a touchdown. I'm talking myself into starting Melvin Gordon. This is what I'm really doing with this conversation. Damn. What do you guys think on that? If you've got to pick 3, Montgomery, Lindsey, Gordon, or Darryl Williams, who are you picking? Let's help Trip Dub Sham DZ out because he needs to answer. He needs this question answered big time, and he's a super chatter, so he's ready for some good information. Let's give it to him. Pick 3: Montgomery, Lindsey, Gordon, or Darryl Williams. Is anybody sitting Melvin, or do we just start Melvin and say, you know what, best matchup he could have? Answer the question if you can, and let's help him out. Henry, serious question here. Everyone's question serious. Henry, Mike Evans. I love serious question here though. Mike Evans versus a tough LA Rams pass defense on the road. Galladay. So Galladay or Evans, you start Evans. You don't ever sit Evans, but you try to find a way to get Galladay into your lineup. I don't know what other options you have on the flex or wide receiver 2 spot, but Evans is your wide receiver 1. Gordon, Williams, Monty, says Alex. Not Gordon, says Henry. One major question is Gordon playing? Yeah, Gordon should be playing. Gordon, Darryl, Monty. Gordon, Monty, Lindsey. I kind of don't trust Lindsey right now. I know everyone's thinking, oh, he's going to have a huge game now. I think I've talked myself tripped up out of starting Lindsey. I think I'd go Monty, Gordon, Darryl Williams. And if you don't like risk at all, you could just leave Williams on your bench because he's sharing time too. And just go Lindsey, Gordon, Monty. Lindsey, Gordon, Monty's probably your safest play. But I probably sit Lindsey because I'm a little bit of a dice roller. And I go with Darryl instead of Lindsey. So I think it's between Lindsey and Darryl myself. Thank you for the super chat. Make a flex 0.5 PPR. Godwin, Ridley, Melvin, Gordon, Monty, James White. Pick a flex. You got to go. You probably have to go Ridley. You could roll the dice with Gordon, but I think Ridley's probably your safest bet. Super chat from the man they call PL. McLaurin. I see McLaurin. McLaurin. And with the hammy or Mecole Hardman. I go Mecole Hardman if it's me. If McLaurin was totally healthy, I would definitely give that a look for sure, and I'd be like stuck. But I think with the injury, it's time to just be like, look, let's see what happens. See if he plays, see how much he plays, see how he comes out. And Posner with the super chat, but I would go with Mecole. I couldn't sit Mecole with Mahomes tossing him the rock. Posner. The Saints cute. The Saints defense is hard to figure right now. Dallas wide receiver is a good start. I'm not a big Cobb fan right now, but I think Smith is like a decent, like you're in trouble wide receiver 3 play, sure. And Cobb could be 2, but Cooper is obviously a low-end wide receiver 1, if not some would call a high wide receiver 1. But other than Cooper, I think those other guys are like desperate, but maybe okay plays if you're in a bad situation at wide receiver. So, what's up, Ramos? Sorry I'm late, by the way. It's okay. We'll let it pass. Actually, Ramos, since you're late,
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Anthony with the super chat. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. What's up, bro? Josh Gordon or Monty? I'm going to go Josh Gordon, especially if it's PPR. Oh, standard. If it's standard, I'm going to call it a wash, and I'm going to say trust your gut, man. Because I think if it's PPR, I'd lean Gordon because of the receptions and the extra points you get there, even if he didn't have a touchdown. But I think Melvin Gordon on the standard has a potential for a TD, maybe 60, 70 yards. Maybe they feed him more. I hope they do. But I would probably say it's a 50-50 call, man. Sometimes there isn't an answer. Sometimes you're talking about two guys I literally rank right next to each other, and that's one of those. Doobie says the music volume is fine, but the tune is not. For which one? For the super chat? Okay, we'll come up with a new one if you guys don't like the super chat music. Do you guys just want like a bring or something like that? What should we do for the super chat? When a super chat happens, what do you want to hear? And I will change it. I'm choking on my cream soda. Okay, we'll change the super chat theme. What other sounds do I have here? Until then, maybe I could do... Whoa. You guys like that for the super chat? Or... Ooh. Everybody okay with that? So, super chat, do we go... Whoa. Or do we go... Ooh. And then when... Yeah. Whoa. Ooh. Boo that tune. Okay, I guess that tune is out, man. I didn't think you guys would hate that tune so much. Ring the bell. Dimes. I like Dimes this week, but not as much as everybody else. Coins dropping? That's not a bad idea. Ring the bell. We'll ring the bell for now. Frenzy. Okay, friends. Mixon or Jacobs, and thank you for the super chat, young man. Mixon or Jacobs. You got to go Mixon. Mixon's your guy, man. Yeah, we'll leave it out. Cash register opening, we could do that, or we could just no music for. Man, everybody's against the music for super chatting. I'm going to take it out. No more. We could be overdoing it with some of this. It's the first day, okay? It's the first day. But we could be overdoing it with too much. But, yeah, coin would be okay. Slot machine, something like that. I'll try it out. We'll try it out next time. The original tune was great. I traded Hilton for Juju. I love that. Daniel Jones against Washington or Stafford against KC. I kind of feel like Stafford could ball a little bit. I don't know. That's such a tough one, too. I guess Danny Dimes would be probably like your higher risk, maybe higher upside guy, and Stafford will probably just do well because he'll be playing from behind and throwing the ball a lot. But I think that I like that for Stafford. I like that for my QB, that he'll be throwing a bunch. So, first super chat notification, put Herm Edwards on saying hello. Got my guitar in hand, working on version 2 of super chat. Okay, Alex, thank you. I think people aren't wanting music for a super chat, though. I think they just want a quick. They don't want to hear a song the whole time or even a jingle. I think they just want to hear it ding, like real quick and over. Done and one and done. Money, Ted. Call me crazy, but I'm starting Cole Beasley over Sony Michelle. Don't do that. Well, do what you want. Trust your gut. But Sony Michelle is supposed to get, according to news, it could be fake news, is supposed to be fed a lot in this game. So I would not do that if I was you. Fly with the super. I gotta fix the bell. I broke it. What's up, Smitty? Sending a detailed question to follow. I'll be looking for it. And thank you, Fly, for super chatting my man. My man. Start Melvin or Ridley, says Justin. I start Ridley for this week, especially if it's PPR. But anything can happen. We're in the dark as far as how much work Monty's gonna or Melvin Gordon's gonna get. Smitty, I emailed you a question. You told me to bring it here. Melvin Gordon or Darryl Williams. Good job, Sean. What do you guys think? Let's help him out. Answer this question for him, please. Right below in the chat. Melvin Gordon or Darryl Williams. 1L Darryl for the Kansas City Chiefs. Or should Sean be starting Melvin Gordon? Please comment below for Sean. Sean, look for the answers below. Super chat by Jake. Thank you, Jake. Jingle, please. You want the jingle? You want the song? He wants the song, guys. I'm sorry. When you super chat, you get what you want. You either hate it or you absolutely love it. But hey, maybe when you... Okay, I got it. When you super chat, everyone's going to get to know the options very well. You get to choose what you want played when you super chat. How's that? How's that? If you want take a lap, if you want to be told to take a lap, I also have a new thing here. I have this right here.
Make a dumb comment, take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Make a dumb comment, take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap, take a lap. Take a lap, take a lap. Make a dumb comment, take a lap. Take a lap, take a lap.
How's it sound now? It's not muted. How about now? How about now? Sound? We good? We back? Smitty now deserves a lap. No sound. No sound. Boo. No sound. Okay. There we go. Okay. So maybe that scene that I have there. So you can hear me now? Okay. I think when I go to this right here. And then you can hear me now. Am I correct on that? Did I diagnose the problem? If anybody can confirm that I went away again when I put that take a lap on, and then it came back. Jake with the super chat. I'll take a lap for that. That's my bad. Drop Sony out of anger. How many laps? Take a lot. Sony shouldn't have been dropped. You could have traded him. I wish I could take like a mobile cam or like have a cam outside my window. You could watch me take a lap. Yeah, that scene. Thanks for confirming. I was looking for somebody to confirm that exactly how I asked it. Look at the instructions. Are you a black box tester in IT? Because you followed up exactly with perfect instruction, like somebody that does black box testing for like web design. Or I'd love to know what you do for a living. Smitty traded Breda for Melvin Gordon 2 weeks ago. Ronaldo, does your head hurt because your brain is so massive? Sony can't donate. Sorry, can't donate Smitty. Living on a college budget. No problem, Cameron. I'm still going to shout you out. Let me put you on screen here. Cameron, you go, boy. Go get that education. Come back and do big things. Become a doctor. I got offered Eckler and Watkins for Juju. No, keep Juju. Even with Gallman, yeah, keep Juju. Yeah, no way I do that. Ridley or D-Rob, I go Ridley. Your sound is good, thank you. Watkins, Sony Michel, Sutton, Melvin. Somebody asked about benching Sony Michel. I wouldn't this week. They're supposed to feed him. It could be fake news, but they're supposed to feed him. Is Darryl Williams just a fill-in? He could be, but they do like him. They do trust him. There was some buzz in the offseason that they could turn to him. Who do you think should start, Josh Allen or Matty Ice? I would probably say Matty Ice for me. How much longer do I think Tyreek is out? Let me check. Let me check some news. Did I miss any super chats while I was messing with my sound? Well, we'll do Smitty Father. PL with another super chat. PL says, of all the soda, you choose cream? What the? Not cherry? I love cream soda. Who's ripping on cream soda? PL. Who else? It's so good. Thank you for the super chat, PL. You the man. You the man. Need one. Monty, Sony, Dorsett, Godwin. If Godwin's a go, I'd probably go Godwin, but Sony Michel is supposed to get fed. So he might be the guy you play. Scary Terry or Tyrell. Tyrell Williams is a pretty good safe play with Scary Terry being banged up. But if they come out, and you can come on live on the show tomorrow. I'll be here live on youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll be live here 1 hour before kickoff, up until kickoff, so we can talk about that and see how good Godwin is, how good McLaurin is. Jake says cream soda the worst. Beer. Should I trade Michael Thomas for Juju and Henry? Cream soda is so good, says Cameron. Wait, you didn't answer the Tyreek question. Good question, Poindexter. Poindexter's keeping me on point. He's no longer in a sling. That was the last report about 10 days ago. He was reportedly dribbling a basketball with both hands at the Chiefs facility on Wednesday. Perhaps a week 4 return isn't out of the question. Obviously, we never heard anything about that. He could come back in a couple weeks, so he's definitely a good buy low. Question under here, bro. Oh, someone else was supposed to ask a big question after their super chat, but I didn't see it. Fly. Thank you for the super chat. Fly, I'm facing a bad situation right now. My second pick, Adams, and third pick, Hill, are hurt. Leaves me with Evans, Hollywood, Woods, Josh Gordon, and Scary Terry. I'm okay until they're healthy or look for a trade. So Hill could come back rather soon, based on everything we just looked at there. There was talk about him maybe not being out of the question for week 4. We never heard, but that gives me the indication that he's probably like, maybe 2-3 weeks away, maybe. And you have, so Evans is your, dude, you still have as good receivers as a lot of people that in your league, I'm sure. So Hollywood, Woods, Josh Gordon, no, you don't have to do anything. And you can't really sell high on any of these people. Scary Terry, you could have maybe, but like, what are you going to get straight up for him? And now he's hurt. Evans, you could maybe sell high, but why would you want to? He's playing great. So I don't make a move. Who is it that asked that super chat? Let's go up and try and find it. I got to find the super chat. I forget who it was. They said they're going to have a comment below. Jingle, please. Sending a detailed question to follow. Fly. Oh, okay. Fly. That was you, Fly. Nobody is talking about how Mixon for some reason. Don't know what that means. What are your opinions on him the rest of the year in PPR? Can he still return to his second round value? He was a big avoid. Yeah, thank you, Fly. Sorry, I didn't know. A big avoid for me, Joe Mixon, and I think that there was an opportunity to sell high, and that window is now pretty much closed. If he has a big game, you could sell him high again. I would, but is there a chance he's a second round running back? Sure, but some people drafted him in round 1, which is crazy, and that offense is struggling. I just don't know that I would trust him at all, even at second round value. So I'm going to say that you could get that back, but I wouldn't count on it, nor would I sell him low, and nor do I recommend benching him or anything like that. Some people ask me, should I start Mixon or some like flex like person? I'm like, how is Mixon, who you drafted to be your number 1 running back, in the conversation about your flex spot? So I'm not a fan. I would avoid. I would sell high any chance you could. Sony Michel or McLaurin? Michel, he's going to get fed. And McLaurin's kind of banged up. But you can check back with me an hour before game time to see if my decision's different. PTG, I'm just saying before week 1 even started, I said Daniel Jones is the GOAT in the stream. Excellent call. I don't know if he's the GOAT yet. A little early, but I like Danny Dimes. Man. Bubbles. IBC bubbles. Gordon, Ridley, Woods, Monty, Flex. Didn't we already have this question, Ramos, or no? I think Gordon is your high risk, high reward. Ridley's your safe play. Monty is another, I don't know if his value's kind of capped, but I feel like he's kind of a good bet for 10 plus points, but you're grinding harder than any fantasy analyst, Smitty. Respect, bro, says Father of 3. Hey, I haven't seen you here in a while, Father of 3. Welcome back, man. We appreciate you being here. And Savvy, too. Savvy kind of was gone for a little bit. Now Savvy's back. All Mixon did this offseason was party and play video games. He never post anything about working or nothing. I agree. Not a hard worker, I guess you could say. Monty or Darryl? Monty or Darryl, I'll probably go Monty right now. But that's close. McLaurin, Moore, Allen, Robinson. Says Nick. Pick up Madison over Penny for sure. And for your flex, I go DJ Moore for now because I don't know that I trust Allen Robinson over Moore, and McLaurin is hurt. So Godwin or Metcalf, I go Godwin if he's playing. How do I feel about O.J. Howard? He's been cut in a lot of leagues, and I scooped him up in a couple. And in a couple leagues, I'm like, you know what? I'm not dropping anybody else. I only want to hold one tight end right now, so I didn't pick him up, which is crazy. But that's how quickly value changes in this league. Hit the thumbs up, says Chuck. Standard League, flex Hardman, Marvin Jones, Singletary, or Darryl Williams. Hardman, man. Hopefully Singletary makes that a tough decision, but I love Hardman. Can't sit Hardman right now. Who are your favorite running back twos season long? Chubb kind of fell into the running back two category. Mark Ingram is kind of right there. It's weird. There's a lot of running back ones and not a bunch of like hardcore running back twos. Bama, thank you for the kind super chat, young man. Waller or Ingram? I go, God. Ingram could get leaned on by Mr. Dimes. And Waller's just playing out of his mind, so I think you go with Waller, and I don't think you feel real bad if Ingram outscores him, unless he has like 4 TDs, which if you have a gut feeling, go with the gut. Don't let anybody sway you away from a hardcore gut feeling, because you are the one that's going to regret that. But I kind of feel like Waller's been playing so consistent that how could you sit him, you know what I mean? And then if Ingram starts developing into a better option on a weekly basis, then you lean that way. But really, you should be making a trade, Bama, because you could trade Waller or Ingram, whoever gets you more, since they're so close. So we don't know who to start. They're that close. You could trade whichever one's going to garner more value via trade and upgrade one player. So do it 2 for 1. If you've got Chubb, who do you got at running back? If you've got Chubb, or you've got a running back in that range or whatever, even DJ, you could upgrade to a Kamara or to a Zeke Elliott or Christian McCaffrey, maybe by throwing in that tight end. Smitty, if you had to guess, when will Barclays come back? I'm going to say the 8-week mark to be safe, because he's looking at second opinions. All that's not good. And rushing back's not going to do him any good. Even if he came back a little early, would he be totally good? Would he re-injure it? I don't know. I'm going to say 8 weeks. Kittle on a bye. Hawkinson, I like it. Don't give up on Hawk. He's had 2 bad games, or relatively, you could call it disappointing games compared to his week 1, and 1 good game. 3 weeks. Give him a break. I like Hawk. In fact, if you have Hawk and Andrews, or Hawk and Waller, or Hawk and Kittle, you could keep Hawk and trade high on your other tight end, if you have Ertz or whoever, and go get something else. Get that upgrade that I've just been talking about, going from like a Chubb to a Kamara, or a Chubb to a Zeke. All right, so let's get to what was the okay. Here's what I was talking about. David Montgomery, Devin Singletary, George Kittle, Zeke Elliott, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Mike Thomas. Right here. These are the players to buy low. Go get targets before week 1. That's the topic of tonight. And I've beat a dead horse on this. I just did a video where I talked about it. But sometimes I beat a dead horse when something's really important, and I think that it can help you win a league. I wouldn't do it otherwise, because I know you guys don't want to hear the same stuff over and over, but it's important. Go get Mike Thomas tonight. Go get Juju tonight. Go get Elliott. Go get Kittle. Go get Devin Singletary. Go get David Montgomery. Go get Ridley as well. First time on the live stream. Love cream soda. Prescott, thank you. At New Orleans or Mahomes. Come on. I know you're new to the show, Mayor, so we're not going to make you run a lap. But you never, ever, ever bench Pat Mahomes. Ever. 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 I don't even care if it doesn't work out. You're happy about it. You start him. He's the number 1 QB in the league. He might have... He's on pace for like 6,000 yards and like 56 or 58 touchdowns, whatever it is. Something crazy. Yeah, he's not going to repeat. People are crazy. You did a good job getting Dak, but what you need to do is trade Dak and upgrade another player at your wide receiver or running back spot. So fantastic job with your draft, but you got to get rid of Dak while his value is sky high. Go after Mike Thomas with one of your wide receiver 2s. Go after Juju with one of your wide receiver 2s, your low-end wide receiver 2s. Go after Zeke with your high-end running back 2. And what I mean by that is trade Dak and a running back that you have that I just mentioned in like the low running back 2 range for Zeke Elliott. If you already own some of these guys and you can't do that, Kittle, these guys aren't worth Dak, Montgomery, and Singletary. Their values are a lot lower. But go get Mike Thomas, Juju, or Elliott using Dak, and you're going to go nuts. Isaac, get off this video and get them now. While I don't share his enthusiasm, definitely come back if you leave. Or hit the thumbs up on your way out, please. Is Hardman a top 15 wide receiver? He could be. You got, says Charlie. I don't know what offer you're talking about. Christian, take a lap, pick 2. Monty, Old Man AP, Galman, Darryl Williams, Standard League. I go Monty, and I go... In Standard, probably Galman, but I'd be tempted to go Darryl. Posner with the super chat. Posner says, start Seclan. Did I nail that? I hope Seclan's here. I haven't seen him yet, and I told him I was going live like at midnight or something, so he's going to be pissed, man. I think he went out to go get some Dr. Peppers, get his snacks, and come back. Yes, Mahomes, good job. Start Seclan or Umberger in the flex spot. As much as Seclan is up and coming, Umberger is definitely about, I would say, I don't know. Right now, I'd say Umberger is hard to hang with. Nobody can hang with Umberger. That's just the bottom line. And I think everybody would agree with that. Umberger's a baller. I can't hang with Umberger. If Umberger wanted, he could take over my show. Jordan. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Kind sir, Jordan. I'm in a hole, Smitty. Aguilar was my wide receiver 2 this week. Need a breakdown. I need a breakout in flex. I can't read tonight. Samuel, Montgomery, or D-Rob. I would go Montgomery if you want safe, and D-Rob if you want potentially like 20 yards and no touchdowns, or 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I missed the super chat. Oh, damn. Sorry, Riff. Riff. I'm sorry, Riff. Riff says, how'd I do? I traded away Calvin Ridley, Mixon, and Mike Williams. I received none other than Mr. Odell Beckham Jr. I feel great. Did I pay too high? Mixon, Ridley, and Williams. So here's the thing, Riff. I think you gave up a lot market value-wise, but I don't think that this can't work out for you. But you definitely traded, I think, more than you had to, given like fair market. You know, like, so think of it like a stock. You're buying a stock that I think is going to decline in Mixon, but you bought him higher than his actual stock was. So, and I like Calvin Ridley a lot, but I still think that Odell's the best player in the deal. But how far ahead of Mixon is he? Odell has some risk too. The offense looks bad. I think Odell will eat. So I like it, and I'm assuming you have a lot of depth. If you have a lot of depth, then yeah, you crushed it because you have the depth to make it happen. If you don't, if you're now like hurting because of that, it could still work out. But yeah, you paid a high, price for it. Bama with the super. Thank you, Bama. Bama is asking, do you see Dallas using both Pollard and Zeke soon, like the Saints use Ingram and Kamara? I'm not as worried about that, like in a bad way for Ingram or for Zeke. I think Zeke will still get his. I think Zeke's starting off slow. They eased him in. He had been, missed a lot of time with his holdout. And I think, he what did Zeke have last game? It was like 100 and... Let's pull up Zeke's stats. I don't want to spitball it. I want the real deal. I want the real deal. So, he returned to form. He had 23 carries. Actually, you know what? Yeah, looking at it, Zeke's been fine. I mean, 23 carries for 111 yards and a touchdown in week 2. He only had 2 receptions for 9 yards, though. 125 and 0 TDs, 2 receptions for 14 yards. He had 1 TD in week 1 with 53 yards. He has 2 TDs on the year. Receiving-wise, he's not killing it, but, I mean, that's still very, very good. So, what was the question? Do you see Dallas using both? So, I think, no, he's not going to be at risk of getting less than 19 to 20 carries a game. And if they run Pollard enough that keeps Zeke healthy, I'm fine with it. I want Zeke to stay healthy. I don't want Zeke running 27 times a game. And if they're going to run enough that they need to use Pollard, I'm fine with that. I don't think it takes away anything from Zeke. I think Zeke needs to get 100 and a touch. He needs to get more receptions is what Zeke needs to do. So if they could put Pollard in the backfield, even put Zeke out wide, I mean, get Zeke the ball. He needs some receptions, man. But Pollard is one of the better guys to hold on your bench and hope something happens. I don't hope that. I got Zeke in a lot of leagues, but Elliott to me is a top 3 overall player. I think Kamara is also still right in the top 3 or 4. McCaffrey, Cook, and then you have the rest. I think Cook is right there in the top 4 now. Cook could arguably be the number 1 overall player right now. He is, but in general, looking forward, people valuing, hey, who's the number 1 player? Will you trade me Cook for my Christian McCaffrey? The Cook owner might say no. Fly says, what about Brady, Eckler, Gordon, Kittle for Zeke and Fuller? Yeah. Assuming you can give up, you got Jackson, CMC, Zeke and Hawk at tight end. It's a lot you're giving up if Gordon returns to form and Kittle is as good as I think he could be. You're making that other owner very strong. Let's put it that way. You're giving up a lot, but could it work out if you have the depth? It looks like you could have the depth. Zeke and CMC and Lamar Jackson, that's pretty damn good. But I'd love to know who you have, who else you have. Not sure if you answered mine. Had to go mute for a minute. Joe, flex position, pick 1, PPR, Melvin versus Dorsett versus Williams. I probably go Melvin if you're okay with a little bit of a dice roll. So Joe, if you're okay with that, I'd probably go Melvin. The matchup is prime. I think it's probably a decent bet. If Edelman was out, I'd probably go Dorsett, but he's not. Smitty, please answer my question. Jack, I'll do that, Jack. For you, let me look for it. Jack, Waller or Disley for tight end PPR, or put Disley in my flex for Phillip Lindsay. That could work out because Disley's playing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are awful against the tight end position. So, but Lindsay's coming off a big game. Waller, you need to put in. You can't bench Waller. But Disley or Lindsay, what do you guys think? Please say below for Jack. Riff with another super. Damn, Riff, thank you, sir. Give up a lot for Odell, but my roster, Rodgers, CMC, Mac, Odell, Cooks, Kelsey. Oh, you got Kelsey. Damn. Is this like an 8-teamer? Bench Tyreek. You got Tyreek Hill. Yeah, that's, dude, your team's amazing. You can't rip on a guy with a team like that. So giving up a lot is okay for you to do that. Thank you, Riff, for the super chat. Jonathan with the super. Pick 2, Melvin Gordon, Thompson, Darryl Williams. I go Gordon and Darryl Williams if it's me. I say that pretty confidently, but anything can happen. I mean, Thompson could have 4 touchdowns. Anything can happen. Look at Gabriel having 3 TDs the other night. No one started him that I know. I don't think I talked to one person that actually started him. So, I mean, anything can happen, but Darryl and Melvin Gordon feel like the best plays there. Disley over Lindsey. Lindsey over Disley. Disley, Lindsey. You got a split decision. I said. I'm so tired. I am running myself into the ground some days. Split decision. So I would roll with Disley. I think against tight ends, Arizona makes you a superstar. So I go with him. Melvin Gordon or Gallman. I go Gordon, even though Gallman probably will likely get more carries. I just think Melvin's going to get better carries. And he could have against that defense a freaking day. Mike Thomas or Juju and Henry. For Juju and Henry. I like Juju a lot. I think Thomas is ahead of Juju, but not by an extreme degree. They're still in the same tier. And you can't give up Henry too. I wouldn't do that. It's too much. Have faith in Juju, man. Smith-Schuster will be okay. No, it's a 10-man league with some really dumb people, says Riff. Josh Allen or Kyle Allen. I kind of want to go Kyle Allen, man. I don't know if that's crazy. Joe, what do you think of my team? 10-team, 12-team. Goff, Amar'e, Sammy, Devonta Freeman, Chubb, Witten. Melvin Gordon. It's pretty good. I think you're a move away from being a team that people would be scared to play and be the leading contender. Just by looking at it, I know you're probably not the number 1 team in your league, but you're one move away. A lot of teams are one move away. You could sell high on Amar'e, but you'd have to get, a guy that could be just as good. You could go get using, Melvin and Chubb. If Chubb steps up, Melvin steps up, and Amar'e continues, you're really set up pretty good. But what I would do is go after, probably too late to get A-Rod, but you could try. And that's tough. That's tough. I don't know what kind of trading pieces you really have. You could try and trade Amar'e and let's see, I'm trying to think of a Devonta Freeman. Try and get a Zeke somehow. I don't know. Smitty, what's your record in your leagues? Honestly, PL, I have too many leagues to even tell you that offhand. I have no idea. I'd have to go through 14 different leagues real quickly and tell you. I want to say I'm probably I don't think I'm 0-3 in any of them. I think I'm probably 1-3 in a couple, and that's probably because one of them I didn't set my lineup. I thought I did. I have 14 teams. I overcommit, and I really should be playing them so that they all mean more. Because when you play in a lot of leagues for promotion, some of them there's no money involved. Some of them it's smaller time sites or Instagram pages that aren't really big time. So you end up neglecting them a little bit, and that's not a good thing. That's not good to ownership. But I play in a ton of leagues. But I want to say in several, I'm 3-0, but majority of them I probably am 2-1. But that happens, man. Traded Melvin Gordon and Josh Gordon for Edelman and Hopkins. Thoughts? Melvin Gordon, Josh Gordon for Hopkins and Edelman. I'm okay with that. I could see it going either way, but I do like the Hop side maybe a little bit better. This is a team with wide receiver issues. If I didn't trade, my starting lineup would be Jack, C-Mac, Zeke, Adams, Hill, Hawk. I like that. 14 teams. My team says Poindexter is Rodgers, Zeke, DJ, Adams, Julio, Waller, Carson. I like it, man. Super chat from Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Start to Darryl Williams, I'm sure you mean. Carson or Chubb or Monty. Chubb for sure. And probably Carson until he falters, man. They're going to keep giving him the ball. He fumbles the ball away. Monty's at higher risk, and so is Darryl Williams, but maybe higher reward. But Carson's got a touch of that high reward, too. He just has that risk as well. I don't know. I probably would say Carson and Chubb are your safe bets, your smart plays. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Look at my question. Your question's really high up there. Big dilemma, Gardner, Minshew or Daniel Jones. I'd go Daniel Jones, but you're not crazy to go Minshew. Melvin Gordon or Devonta Freeman. I go Gordon myself, but dude, anything can happen. Kirk or Godwin, who should I start? If Godwin's playing, Godwin. If Godwin looks 100% or close, or they're not talking about him being limited, Godwin. Brissett's dad, would you trade Brissett, Amar'e, and Woods for Mahomes? Absolutely. I would. No question. Mahomes carries you. Dak or Wilson, that's a tough one. You got to go with preference there. I would probably go... I'd probably go Wilson myself. Let's take a look at this real quick. I feel bad for Seclan. I think he doesn't know we're live. Let me message him on Instagram because I'm going to feel bad. He went out and got some snacks and everything. I'm live. Where are you at? I'm live now. Went on early. Okay. Smitty, been watching a couple weeks and just got back into the NFL after some years of... Love the show. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mal. I appreciate it. Who do I start? Who do I target? Carson, Godwin in a trade. Who do you target using Godwin and Carson? I go after Zeke. I go after Mike Thomas. I go after probably Juju and something. Also Smitty, Hardman or Hollywood Brown. I probably go Hardman, but you can't really go wrong there. I mean, obviously one's going to outscore the other, but they're both freaking solid. Seclan. I'm saying it right now, Doobie. I got it. Seclan. Josh with the super chat. Thank you, Josh. If you have a question, please post it, bro. Definitely can't thank you enough. Seclan. Oh, no. My apologies for being early. You're not late. I'm early. Seclan, I apologize, but I'm glad you were able to jump on. I had to get snacks for this stream. We're glad you're here. You made it. That's what's important. You can rewatch the first part of it. I'm probably not gonna stay on a ton longer, but we'll be on. Gonna go cook with the family. Talk soon. Don't give up on the sounds just because some peeps ain't used to them yet. I'm not giving up on them. Channel's growing. Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex. Maybe we need a buy tune jingle. Like when someone's leaving, they go, I'm gonna get off, and we can go, bye, we'll see you later. But since you're leaving early, Alex,
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Go take a lap on to cook your dinner and get on out of here. And we appreciate you. Thank you, Alex. Riff with the super. Damn, Riff. Riff is a baller tonight. PPR, Mac or Carson? I go Mac. I couldn't sit Mac. Mac been catching balls and is ranked number 7. I go Mac. I don't think you can sit Mac. Anything can happen. Carson could have 102 touchdowns, but Mac is playing really good. I like Mac. Also, another league pick of flex, Mixon or Godwin. I don't know if there's more to that question, Riff, because it cut off. So if there's something else, let me know. But Mixon or Godwin, I'd probably go Mixon if Godwin's like looking kind of iffy, even if he plays. But if they say Godwin's 100%, he looks great, he's fantastic, or you see him in warm-ups, or you join me live 1 hour before kickoff and we hear something, we're talking about Godwin, then at that point, dude, you start Godwin because he's safer. But until we know what's going on with Godwin, Mixon has to be the call. Plus, you drafted Mixon high. You kind of got to stick to it, I think, at this point. Return of the Mac, easy game. Been there, done that. You must be an only child. I don't know if you're talking to me, MT. I don't think you are, but if you are, I'm not an only child. I was tormented by an older brother for many years, and been there, done that. Super chat didn't tie to question. Okay, Josh, let me look for it. Here you go, Josh. I got it. I got you, Josh. Is this it, Josh? Let me know if this is the right one. Thielen actually suggested to sit by some against Chicago. I have Hardman, McLaurin, Hollywood Brown to replace him, or play Thielen and flex Hardman, McLaurin, John Brown, Monty. Thanks, my man. Okay. I'm a little confused on it, but I'm going to rank them in order of how I like them, and then hopefully that will give you your answer no matter what. So the matchup against the Bears is kind of tough. I do think Thielen's capable, but if I had to rank these, I don't know how many you're starting based on that question. I'm trying to read through it. I probably put Hardman first. I probably put John Brown second. And I may put Thielen second, but I think he'd be a safe third. Monty's kind of right there with him. Monty might even be a tad safer, but I think it's hard to bench. Thielen's been playing pretty good. It's hard to bench a guy that is such a potential lock for a TD look or two. But that defense is pretty good, and it's in Chicago. So I probably and McLaurin's hurt. I probably rank them. Final answer: Hardman, Brown, Thielen, Monty, and then McLaurin. And if McLaurin came out like, oh, I'm back, I'm 100%, I'm good to go, then I'd probably put him like third. But that's kind of how I feel I rank those at the moment. Thank you for the super chat. Fly with the super chat. Trade Jacobs for T.Y. T.Y. is probably out. But I think long-term over the course of the year, I'd rather have T.Y. than Jacobs. But I don't know. It depends on what you need. I'd say if you need this play this week, I'd keep Jacobs. And he's playing the Colts. He could play pretty well. But if you're okay with waiting a week, maybe two, we don't really know what's going on with T.Y. And let me pull up the news on T.Y., see if he's... I know we got a couple of super chats that came in. I'm getting to you right after this. So I'm just going to answer this one question. And I clicked on the wrong button there. Let's look at Hilton. Hilton! Gonna look at T.Y. Hilton news real quick, just to give you the most accurate. Oh, you're talking about the spammer. I wouldn't care, MT, if you were calling me an only child. I'd probably act like it. Hilton's doubtful. Quad's not that concerning. If you can weather through it, I'd rather have Hilton over Montgomery, but you wouldn't be crazy to go with in either direction, honestly. PL with the super. PL, stupid Matt Berry jinxed McLaurin with his list. Damn it, Matt. Damn it, Barry. Thank you for the super chat, PL. Michael with the green colored $20 super chat. I believe the more you super chat, the colors change here on YouTube, and your comment stays at top of the chat longer. So you should be hanging out for a good 10 minutes or so, I imagine, with that $20 drop. Double jingle, please. The show is balling. I have Watson. Okay, hold on. He wants the jingle. I'm sorry, guys. Michael. And Michael, you even get one of these.
Whoa.
Thank you, sir. Michael has Watson, Breeze, Kamara, Gordon, Bell, Juju, Cooks, Boyd, Meikle, Hardman, Kirk, Tyreek. Man, he's playing in a 4-teamer, it looks like. How can I improve? I guess, obviously, some 2-for-1s because you have a lot of talent. So, Bell and Hardman would be a good trade. Or Bell and Hooper, because Hooper's on the high. Try and get Zeke in there. If you can get Kamara, Zeke, and Gordon, Melvin Gordon, and then, even if you couldn't get that done, go trade Hardman and, God, I don't know if you could get rid of, oh, you didn't have Waller. I said you had Walker. I'm sorry. You could maybe trade Walker, though, on the high. But Walker and Bell for Mike Thomas, even. You could trade. I wonder if you could trade Melvin Gordon and someone smaller for Zeke Elliott, which I would do. But past that, I mean, Watson, I love. Kamara, I love. I don't touch those. Melvin Gordon, I kind of want to own him, man. I don't know that I want to trade out of him, even if I'm trading up a little bit. But I would do it for Zeke. Bell, I'd try and get Zeke Elliott for using Bell. I wouldn't touch Juju, but I'd trade anything else. You could wait on Tyreek. I don't know that you want to trade him, but I'd trade anything else at all to try and upgrade Bell into Zeke or upgrade Bell into Mike Thomas. So that's how I'd roll with that, my friend. And I thank you for the super chat, Michael. Damn good team. Tell your little cousins I said, hey, as you dominate them in this league, because that has to be what this league is about. There's no way you field that team against grown adults. That's filthy, Michael. It's a filthy team. Surprise must have had a good trade. I want to read this. Surprise. I have Fournette and Landry. I got offered Freeman and Galladay. Should I accept Fournette and Landry, Freeman, Galladay? I'd rather have Galladay. He's like the best player in that deal. So I concur with who is it that said that? Fly told you to do it. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you super chatting. You guys, that helps so much. It's never expected, always appreciated. But it helps the channel grow. It helps me get to a level where I think I will be able to soon go daily at the same time, same bat channel every day. I'm hoping by the end of this year we'll get to a point where we're at 10,000 to 15,000 subs here on YouTube, and that's going to set me up pretty good for the next year to potentially attempt something crazy. Mary with a super chat. Thank you, Barry. What do you got? What question you got? I don't see the question to follow. If you just given a super chat, I appreciate it. Sanders or Sutton? Moving forward, I'd probably go Sutton. Probably now. Probably Sutton too. But hello. And thank you again for the super chat. If you have a question, post it and I will help you. Smitty, trade Mike Evans and Amar'e for Mahomes. I would. You'd have to drop Ridley and Robert Woods. Trade Mike Evans and Amar'e for... Why would you have to drop them if you're getting Mahomes back? Brissett's dad. If you're getting just Mahomes and you're trading Evans and Amar'e, wouldn't you be able to pick up a player, not necessarily drop one? I don't get that, but I go get Mahomes. Do you think T.Y. plays? If not, T.Y. is doubtful. I'm looking at the report right now. He's doubtful, but definitely check with me tomorrow. Where can you find me? Right down there. I'm live 1 hour. Let me point to it right there. I'm live 1 hour before kickoff tomorrow, every Sunday. And so we can talk about whether Hilton's going to play. I'll be doing like an injury update. Andrews or Waller? I go Waller myself. Calvin Ridley or Gordon? I go Ridley, but check the news. If Gordon news is like, he's a full go. Gordon a sneaky DFS play? He could be. Shepard or Godwin. Take a lap, Smitty. Shepard could, I don't want to say hell no, but because anything can happen. And watch, Shepard's going to have 2 TDs and 100 yards, and I'm going to be like, damn it, all game long. But I wouldn't sit Godwin if Godwin's playing. Stafford or Brissett tomorrow. I like both. And you've got the Colts at home against the Raiders. You've got Stafford at home against the Chiefs. It'll be a high-scoring game, even if they don't want it to be, because Mahomes will have his way with that defense, and I think that might make Stafford throw a ton. Oakland can probably hang with Indy. I think Indy at home, Brissett does pretty good. I think 280 and 2, maybe 3 is potentially in the cards, but Stafford could have 303 and 2 interceptions, though. That's a tough one. Mary, I was offered Pats and Odell for Melvin Gordon. So the Pats defense, you mean? I like Melvin Gordon more right now, but that's very close. If you have a gut feeling that Odell is going to be elite, which he's very capable of being. He's only played 3 weeks so far, and he had a freaking amazing week in one of those weeks, so it's not like he's bombed in 3 straight weeks. I would definitely consider going Odell if you feel that way and you need a wide receiver, but I'd rather have Melvin Gordon at this point, to be completely honest with you. And that's coming from a guy that loved Odell heading into week 1. I thought Odell had a real shot at being the number 1 wide receiver, and I don't think that's out of the cards. Or I think that's definitely potential. It's definitely still a potential possibility. But Bama with the super chat again, young man. Last PPR question: David Johnson or Mac to pair with McCaffrey? Big boy head-to-head this Sunday. Damn, David Johnson. So you have the Cardinals at home against the Seahawks. You have Mac at home, like I said, against the Raiders. Oh, my God, that's a tough one. Mac, let's look at Mac. Return of the Mac. Mac I don't trust for the long term. Let me put it that way. DJ I trust a little more for the long term, but for the current week, where's Marlin? Mac. Why can't I find Mac's profile right now? Marlon Mac. There we go. Mac Attack. $16 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown, 3 targets for 2 and 14. Not a lot of receiving action so far this year. He had no receptions in week 1, but he's really busy running the football, so can you blame him? He had 174 yards off 25 carries at 7.0 a pop, 1 TD in week 1. In week 2, only 56 yards, no TDs, not much going in the wide receiver game. 74 and 1 in week 2. Let's look at David Johnson. David Johnson has not been getting used near enough. He's been getting a lot of targets, though, in the receiving game. 7 in week 1, only 1 in week 2, but he had 9 targets in week 3. He had 6 receptions in both week 1 and week 3. He had a receiving TD in week 1 and a receiving TD in week 3. He had a rushing TD in week 1, so he's got 3 TDs, 1 TD in each game so far this year. That's not bad. His rushing yardage has not been fantastic. 82 yards in week 1 was good. Then 14 in week 2, 37 in week 3. And if it weren't for the TDs, he'd have literally 1 decent game. Not even 2 good games. 1 decent game. 1, I guess you could say. You could say week 1 was excellent. because he had 55 receiving, 82 rushing, 1 TD. So 1 excellent game, and then 2 really bad games if he didn't get that TD in week 2. But he played Baltimore. He's playing Seattle this week. God, that's tough. What do you guys think? DJ or Marlon Mac? Answer right now for Bama. Let's give Bama some really good advice. So please answer that question if you could. I got Michael Thomas and Chark and Singletary. Good trade for Chark and Singletary. Yeah, Mike Thomas. Great job. I love Devin Singletary, and I love that trade. Fantastic job. Who wins this trade? Amari Cooper for Juju and Edelman. I take Juju and Edelman myself, but I could understand anybody wanting Amari Cooper over both. It's very close. Stupid phone on silent. Just realized you were on. What up, Smitty? What's up, Jose? Glad to have you. Okay, here come the answers for that question. Mac. Eventually, channel will grow so much so you just sit back and listen to the super chat answers and read people's opinions in chat. Doobie, I'm going to do as much as I can to answer. I don't care how big I get. I'm going to try and answer every comment I can. I'm not going to be able to answer everything down the road, but I will answer all the recent people that jump on the comments in the. I'm going to do my best. I have a feeling I'm going to impress you with how much I can keep up. I've been doing this a long time, 16 years. Okay, now we got a slew of DJ, Mac, DJ Easy, go DJ. Bama, overwhelming, it kind of turned quickly. Overwhelming in favor of DJ. So I would start DJ based on groupthink here. I kind of lean that way anyways because he does have 3 TDs. You bias Matt because you're an AZ like me. Cooper is healthy, right? Question mark. Yeah, to my knowledge, Cooper is going to be a go. Need to sit 1 half PPR. Godwin, Dorsett, Darryl Williams, Sony, Monty. I think you got to sit. You got to sit probably Dorsett right now, but anything can happen. Winston or Rudolph. Winston. Carry on or Carson. I go Carson for now, but carry on probably long term. Super chat from Chi-Town. Thank you, kind sir. Who should I start for my flex? Shepard, Fournette, or Hollywood Brown? I go Hollywood Brown, and I don't really think too much about it. Anything could happen. Fournette could get 100 and a touchdown in any game, but he could also bust like he has been. I go Hollywood. Hollywood's at least been doing it. Explain why you like Zeke, Juju, Singletary. I want to know why I should trade for him, bro. Okay, Chi-Town. Or not Chi-Town. Chi-Town, thank you for the super chat. Hollywood Brown would be my choice. If anybody else feels differently, definitely drop a line. Okay, you don't have to ask it 1,000 times. I see it. Abdul, I got it. Let's answer this. You ready? So, Clan, I'm going to get to your question in a second. And Brissett's dad, I'm going to try to get to yours next. So, I could just tell you, go get Devontae Adams. Boom. Go get Melvin Gordon early. Don't sleep on this. Melvin Gordon's coming back. Boom. I could say, go get Mike Evans. Don't listen to these people. Boom. I could just leave it there. But that's kind of the trend, man. That all these guys, will all of them bounce back? No. Not everyone will. But when you have knee-jerk reactions and you have Thomas, who's a top 5 wide receiver, you had people talking about, and Kamara, go get Kamara. Boom. Those are all the buy lows that people are freaking out about. Kamara looks fine. They're going to use Kamara a ton. Juju, Elliott. These are all players that I don't think are going to continue to slump. Every year between weeks 1 and 5, there are a handful of players that slump. These are the ones that are left. Is it possible that slumping will continue? Sure. But the odds are that these guys will rebound, at least a majority of them, to form. Jonathan with a super chat. Flex Greg Olson or Curtis Samuel. I go Samuel, but anything can happen at that level. Jonathan, I really appreciate your super chat. I just go Samuel. I feel like Curtis Samuel's a little bit safer bet, and Greg Olson's not only injury prone, but he's kind of sporadic. Thanks, Smitty, you're the man. No, you're the man, Chi-Town. Don't twist that up. You're the man, not me. What up, Doobie Snacks, says Bumpy. Bumpy Jones back in the house. Bumpy, I'm glad to see you here. Why is DJ Chark not getting the love McLaurin is getting when he's having a better year statistically? I don't know, Maverick. That's a pretty darn good question, and I think that both are fantastic. Evans or Thielen, you don't sit Mike Evans. You don't sit.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
JP, that's for you. Ownership of... because you have 100% ownership of DJ. I gotcha. No problem, Joe, if you're talking to me. Maybe you're talking to the other people in the chat. Smitty, should I trade Mike Evans and Amar'e for Mahomes? Yes. That's a tough one. My wideouts are Robinson, Ridley. Who's your QB? That's a lot to give. Mike Evans and Amar'e. But if you can get something back at all to make that somewhat feel a little bit better. Why the headphones? Because I got to figure out the audio issues that I'm having with the new sounds that I got. Seclan, here we go. Here we go, Seclan. Can you fix my lineup? Rodgers, Dalvin, Monty, Juju, Ridley, Ebron, Godwin. So Rodgers, Dalvin, Juju are all locks. I like Monty there. I like Ridley there. I like Ebron. If you need another player, like if you're wanting to maybe swap out Godwin, I honestly think Darryl Williams is the only guy you could consider putting in. Maybe Samuel, maybe. But I think if Godwin's a go, you roll with Godwin. As far as trading, I would potentially look to... There's not much you can do. Juju's on the low end right now and on the rise. He's a guy I go target. You're not going to sell high. Ridley, same thing. Ridley, you could buy low. Monty, you can buy low. Dalvin, I don't touch. Leave him in your lineup unless you can get Zeke and like a Mike Thomas for your Dalvin and, Ridley or something. Then I consider that, because I would laterally trade Dalvin into Zeke. I think that could be a lateral move. And if you can get like Ridley into a Mike Thomas, then that's the only way I trade Dalvin Cook. I'm just giving you an example. Monty, you can't sell high. A-Rod, don't touch it. Leave him. I like it. I don't think there's anything to do trade-wise. You got to wait for some of these guys to go off. You could maybe trade Hyde and like a Godwin for a slightly better wide receiver. That's always possible. I've seen that done. I think I already got to the super chat. Yes, I did. What up, Doobie Snacks? I already got to that, so let me scroll down to the bottom. All right, so one of the new things you're going to hear audio-wise moving forward is this little tune right here. This is going to be our outro. It's long. It's like 2 minutes or something. But once you hear this, that means we are on our way to ending the show. So I want to thank all of you for watching. We've been going strong for a good hour and 25 minutes. Got a good 160 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out the door. Flex, Gore, or Burkhead. I probably go Burkhead if he's a go. If he's not going to play, stay on the news. Join me 1 hour before kickoff. I will be live on YouTube here 1 hour before kickoff, answering your questions, start bench advice, trades. So get on here, youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show 1 hour before kickoff. And don't forget, not only can you find me there every single Sunday morning, 1 hour before kickoff, you could find me every Wednesday night on the CBS Sports Hour that I do. Every Wednesday night here on YouTube, I broadcast live my entire hour on CBS Sports Radio every single Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. Find me Wednesdays, find me Sundays, and find me all the other days. I'm freaking here doing lives for you. But those two you can count on and at least look for those days. The music's almost out. Once the music's out, we are out. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit a thumbs up on the way out. And please comment in the comments. Once this video processes, it'll be at 0. And that's your chance to talk to me because I'll see those comments first. Like, subscribe. Thank you.